Alright, we got sound now. But this camera's not focusing like it's, okay, there it is. Alright. It's delayed. Delayed. And I don't think it's going to work very well at all. So I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on TikTok, but my YouTube camera is acting crazy. Set. Alright, there we go. Alright, we should be good now. Alright, it's focusing good. Alright, so what's going on, everybody on TikTok? What's going on, everybody on YouTube? Thank you for joining in with me. I'm about to start embroidering these hats. I got about 12 of them to do, so let's get going. First thing I got to do is set up my machine, which I should have did before I went live, but it's okay. So, oh man, where is my piece? Right here. Got the wrong piece, of course. There it is. What's going on, Nia Journey and the Nia Stitch Studio? How are you? How are you? Hello, hello. Gotta set this up for hats real fast. And I actually have to take my time doing this job because I don't want to mess up. And you guys know when multitasking, that's exactly when all the mistakes happen. Somebody says, hello Alan and everyone in the chat. What's going on? How are you doing? Robin's Creations LLC. I'm just on my camera's audio today. I hope you guys can hear me good. You guys hear me in the chat good? The focus is going all over the place, so I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Let me try to... I'm going to leave it alone. It just takes a long time to focus. My name is Donna. What's going on, Donna? How are you? Donna. Miss Donna. Alright. Set those off. Now you got to put these on. This is the only painful part about embroidering. Is switching out the hat hoops. The flats to hats. It's a pain in the behind. I'm not even gonna lie. There's no other way to put it. It's a pain in the behind. And I wish there was a faster way to do it. I wish somebody came out with a system, like a clamp system, that you could just like clamp the stuff in and out really, really fast. That would be so useful. But until we can figure that out, we just gotta do what we gotta do. Before you can get started any job, you got to do all this. It's a pain in the behind, to be honest. Click the like button. That's right. Donna, I appreciate you. Donna telling everybody click the like button. Since my admins are not in quite yet. And what's going on, everybody on TikTok? I'm on TikTok on my other device, guys. So. So we good to go with that. Now let's hoop some hats. Got my hooping station right here. Grab a hat, hoop on. I know you guys probably can't see me that well, but I keep getting a lot of thread breaks. Your thread path might be wrong. Your thread path might be wrong if you're getting a lot of thread breaks. Could be a number of different reasons, to be honest. There's no way I can really diagnose why you're getting thread breaks without actually seeing what it is. But it could be as simple as your thread path is wrong. So I'm going to do these non-structured hats first. actually going to use clips. These clips right here lay the hat down flat so you don't get like embroidery, so it doesn't start embroidering on the hat. These little clips right here. How many of you guys use these clips in the chat? You guys can't even see that. Oh my gosh, YouTube is acting up. It's not focusing right. Camera's taking forever to focus. Alright, you know what I gotta do? I gotta do this right here. There we go. Set. Alright, boom. Now it should go faster. Alright, cool. Do you have a video? A video on why you're getting thread breaks? It's so many reasons why you could be getting thread breaks. I don't have a specific video covering that. But yeah. Let me see what TikTok people are saying over there. Yeah, I don't have a video specifically on that, but yeah, it could be a bunch of different reasons. Most likely it's your thread path. It could be a bobbin thread. It could be your tension. It could be a bunch of different reasons why you're getting thread breaks. I use my clips. Good. Good. As you should. It gets the front of the hat nice and flat. Grab another hat thingamabob right here. I gotta at least get 2 on. We're moving too slow right now. Gotta get at least 2 on. 2 started. It's gonna get noisy though when I get the 2 on. The hardest part is getting both of them on a 2 head exactly straight where you want it to be. That's the hardest part to me with hats. Bam. Get this one straight. Bam. Alright, put this on needle 1. Turn the light on. Lock the design up. Back, over, boom, boom. See, this one is twisted a little bit over this way, so I'm gonna unstrap it, I'm gonna twist it just a little bit, and then I'm gonna strap it back. That's a tip you guys can try. Unstrap it while it's hooped. And strap it back. Now it's pretty much dead center. While I'm messing around with it, let me get it perfect. Alright. That's dead center, just like this is the other one. Now I'm going to do a trace, of course. Too close. Gotta back it up. Trace again. Pretty good, but here we go. Perfect. Alright, now it's about to get loud, so let me see if I can do something else for the audio because it's about to get loud. Doom, 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 doom. thread rips and the needle. Thread rips from the needle and it's the same most of the time. It will not work. Work on later today. If the thread is ripping, that means your tension is too tight. Something is pulling. Alright, so I'm going to do this for the audio here because it's going to get real noisy. It's going to get real noisy, so let me try this for a second. Is my audio, is my voice delayed? Give me a second, guys. See how much power I got on here. Okay, that should be good. Sorry. Check, check. Alright, that should be better. On YouTube, somebody says, I love watching your YouTube videos. I am just getting started in hat embroidery with the new EM1010. Oh, do you have a new EM1010 or do you have the Creator machine? Alright, it's about to get noisy, y'all. Excuse the noise. Alright. Right now, my white is out of the needle, so I'm putting it back in real fast. It's on needle number 7 right now. Don't try this at home. Don't try to do what I just did at home because you will tear your fingers up. Alright? Don't try that. That's 2. I'm going to put another one on right here. How many of you guys like doing hats in the chat? How many of you guys like doing hats? What's your favorite items to embroider? I think I like hats a lot because they're easy to me. See, that's how you hoop it. That's how you hoop that. Bam. Gotta find some more clips for this one. I have no idea where all my clips went. Had a whole bunch of them around here, but I don't know where they are. I think they fell on the floor. They're around here somewhere, but it might be over here. Oh, here's one. Here's 2. Great, perfect. All right, good to go. Clicking on gas. And the clips are important because if you don't put the clips on, if you don't get a straight front, laid down front, if your front has any creases in it, then it's going to embroider a crease and your stuff is going to be all messed up. So you definitely want to go ahead and trace your design out. Alright, so you definitely want to use your clips. Alright, there we go. Alright, now we got 3 going. And in the meantime, we are going to keep some more hats. So the next batch can start after this batch is done. Stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. Alright, next we're gonna do these trucker style hats with the mesh in the back. We got the trucker style hats with the mesh in the back. We're gonna do these. I'll come over there and see what y'all talking about in a little while. Give me a second.
Sometimes these sweatbands can be hard to get out. I could use my Gen 2 hat hoops, but I don't really love the Gen 2, to be honest. I don't really love the Gen 2. These hats give me problems hooping right now. I think I know why. I think gotta loosen this frame right here. I think this is too tight. Let me see. Yep, definitely too tight. This needs to be loosened up. I normally keep my hat settings all the way loose, and this one is way too tight. That's why it gave me so much problems. I keep it all the way loose. All right, let me see what y'all talking about real fast. Let me grab another hat thing right down here. I have the EM1010. I'm terrified with hats. I can't get it to hoop right. I'm still trying to build my nerve up with the EM1010. Don't worry about it. You'll get it. You'll get it eventually. You'll get it eventually. Watch your varsity jacket video again. Now my son wants me to do 8 with full back and some embroidery on the sleeves with the patches. Well, gotta start from somewhere. You'll get it. You'll get it. And then, you know, if your son wants it, then you got to get it. So you got to make it for him. Can't disappoint the kids. Can't disappoint the kids. Should have made sure that one was loose. Hooping these hats is a problem. See that I would run all the machines, right? But this is the issue, right? When you try to run all the machines, by the time you finish hooping 2 hats, the machine stops. So unless you got like a 6 head and everything is has to be hooped and ran together, then you're never gonna get all the heads run at the same time, because 1, 2, 3, like say for example, if that 2 head was converted to hats and I didn't have the flat brackets on, I could put these 2 on, but then this would stop because I don't have 2 hats prepared. So it's just like a game of cat and mouse, unless you have help, unless you have several people. You know what I mean? So I just normally, when I'm doing hats, I run like, typically I run like 4 machines, but I would have, it was more conducive in here when I had the embroidery tunnel going on, when I had these 2 right here and I had the other 2 head on this side, because I could just turn around. You know what I mean? It was a better workflow for me. But I had to space it out like this because I wanted to do this pressing station right here. So yeah. Hopefully this video will help somebody build up the confidence to do hats, you know. You know, especially if it's something that you bought your machine for to do, then you should definitely be doing the thing that you bought your machine to do. Don't be scared. The drill right there. Boom, boom. Oh my gosh. Thing is, you gotta, like I said, when you're doing the two head, you gotta hoop these hats as perfect as possible. Get that right in the middle. And it's hard to do because it keeps on moving. There we go. So that's 3 ready to go. Let me see. Bam. Lamont, that's you can't. That's a silly statement. Like you're basing that off of nothing, and you're coming here spreading hate, and I don't appreciate it. So you're about to get blocked, to be honest, in a second, because for you to say Chinese junk, like you can't condemn a whole country because you can't use your machine. You know what I mean? You can't do that. It's not fair. Like obviously in this video the machine is running fine, and for you to come here and complain because of your shortcomings is quite frankly not fair to other people. You know what I mean? Because obviously they run fine. So if you have a problem, if you had a bad experience with your Chinese machines, that's your personal problem. That's not my problem because my Chinese machines are running perfectly fine. So for you to say that just shows that you have a lack of experience, you're incompetent in using your machines, and just because you lack what it takes to get your machines to run good, people like you try to spread that onto other people, and I don't think that's right at all, because that's why I love making these videos, to prove people like you wrong, because you don't know what you're doing, clearly. You're saying Chinese junk, but they're running just fine, they're operating just fine, and you only comment on my embroidery videos, which tells me that you're working for one of these other companies and you're just here to talk trash, and I don't really like that. I'm trying to be nice and not block people this year, but people like you just come in my videos and like try to spread whatever narrative you're trying to spread, and you make yourself look silly because obviously these machines work, and if you claim to be experienced and you claim to be, you know how to embroider and stuff like that, then why can't you get these simple machines to work? Because they're very, very simple to work. You know what I mean? That just shows your incompetence, quite frankly. Hello, everyone. Where did you get the little table here? This is a U-line table. Say that. My EM1010 runs great. Exactly. And some people can't get their EM1010 to run good because it's just tension. It's just really tension issues. And when you get thread breaks, when you get false thread breaks, because I know the EM1010 gives false thread breaks, the only thing you gotta do is wrap it around the thread break sensor twice, and that problem goes away. Took me a little while to learn that technique, but yeah, that's like, it makes no sense for people to complain about something that they don't use and they have nothing about, they know nothing about. You know, it just shows like you're trying to spread hate, and it isn't even about the machine anymore. It's about, I'm trying to show people that they got a shot to make some money, and whatever machine they choose to get, I don't really care. As long as you get a machine and you're in there making money, then that's all that matters. But people like that guy Lamont, just like to come in here and spread false narratives and spread hate. I don't appreciate that. I don't like that. They have motives, you know what I mean? I'm just making a video. See, now this right here is centered, this right here is a little off centered, so I'm going to adjust it on the fly. Bring this up just a little bit, tilt it, and then slap it back down. Oh, that happens sometimes. I just moved the whole bracket. That's not supposed to happen, guys. So what happens when you move the bracket, right, is you got to go ahead and retrace it so it can save that position. All right, so there you go. All right, now we have a thread break and a needle break, and I know exactly why both of them broke. Because I don't have my foot lowered on these machines, so I gotta lower the foot. But before I do that, let me get going on this. Yeah, I'm done for 3 years now and running a small business with no issues. I love my machine. Same here, you know what I mean? You know? Oh, you know what? I'm not paying attention because one of these hats we're supposed to get just a regular Scepter logo. Ah! All right, that's cool. I gotta really pay attention to what I'm doing right now. Y'all distracting me. These lives are distracting me, to be honest. TBH. TBH. I'm not sure if I lowered the foot on this either. But we gotta change out these needles right here. Bam. All right. Bam. Bam. Just so you guys can see, I'm glad that happened because now you guys see it can happen to the best of us. It can happen to the best of us. Now I gotta find my little wrench thing on here. Give me a second. Find my little wrench thing. I'm trying to find my bit. Don't know where it is. 7511s. 7511s. I'll use this. All right. I've never lowered the foot on this machine, but let me see if I can figure out how to do it real fast. I gotta bring it to 180, 175. All right, there it is right there. I've lowered the foot down. Now I have to get a screwdriver. I've never lowered the foot on these machines. And unscrew that just a little bit, lower it down just a little bit. Right here. Now what this does is, this enables the foot to hold the needle in place when it drops down. And that's the objective, that's the point of having the foot, embroidery foot. And you won't know this unless you are kind of experienced. And I've done this to my other machines, and that's why they run just fine, but I've never done it to this machine. All right, so I lower it to about a little bit lower than the thickness of a credit card, a little bit lower than that. This one's too high. All right, not all the way down though. I don't want it to touch. I want it to be a slight little gap. All right, now that's done. Bring it back up. All right, now I can put my needles back in. All right. And I'm not gonna take that call. I'll call you right back, Aaron. I'm live.
Oh, you're live?
Yeah, I'll call you right back.
All right,
All right, bye. Love you too. Bye. That's my son. Ron, to find a good digitizer makes all the difference in the world. Yes, it does. It really does. All right. Same here. I see which private label of Racoma runs great. I have them since 2017. Yeah, I've seen those. They look exactly like the Racoma machines. Yeah. So let me 7511. This one's empty. I just had it. I don't want to open up any of these. Got some more 7511 here. That's 8012, 7511. Here we go. Bam. It is hot in the studio today, guys. I have my heat on, and I had to actually turn it off because it's just too hot up in here. I take another needle and I make sure that the scarf is in the back. I feel it with the other needle, and I put the other needle in the eye of this needle to hold it in place, and then I tighten it up when it's direct forward. All right. And I put that through the eye. If I can see it, there we go. And put that up there. Next one. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with your machines. Bam. 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 I'm so happy this happened because you guys be thinking, every time he embroiders, everything is perfect. Nah. Nah. It's not always perfect. 90% of the time, I'd say about, not 90, I'd say about 65 to 70% of the time, something that you don't expect to go wrong goes wrong. It just happens. You know? But what, you know what? For some odd reason, my bigger jobs, like my big old patches, like the huge jacket backs and stuff that I do, they always run smooth. They always run smooth. Not sure why. Let me check my bobbin for both of these. When something like that happens, you check your bobbin thread, blow it out, put it back in. All right, check this one. Also, what could happen is when something like this happens, it could potentially be a piece of needle stuck in one of these things because we did have a needle break, but we'll see what happens. All right, I'm gonna hit the cut button so it can grab the thread. And this one didn't grab, this one came out actually. And that one grabbed. That's cool. I'm gonna put this back to the origin. And then we're gonna go again. Where's the other hat? Oh, I didn't put it on yet, I don't think. Not for sure. No, I had to put it on because, where's the other hat? Where'd I put it? This ain't it. Oh well. That's cool. This one is not snapping in. Snap in. Alright, we're just gonna go. Alright, it happened again with this one. Probably didn't lower the needle enough, but this one is fine. I'm gonna cut. This is interesting. All right. Watch me work through this, guys. It's good for y'all. This is good for me too. Now where's my little wrench I just had? How many of you guys misplace stuff when you're embroidering? When you hear little weird noises, you gotta pay attention to what's happening. What's up, man? How are you? Having some technical difficulties over here, and that I can tell by the noise that the thread came out. Either the thread came out or it's not a thread break. Either the thread came out or the bobbin ran out. I can tell by the noise right there. So we'll finish that one in a second. But what I want to do is lower this a little bit more. Origin. 110. Bring that down. Yep. It's still, I swear I lowered it, but it's not really low. And I only lowered that once, so, and really you need to lower all of them that you're going to be running on. Matter of fact, did I lower this one or did I just lower one? Needle number one. I don't even, I might have lowered the wrong foot. And where's my screwdriver? I might have lowered the wrong foot, y'all, just now. I might have lowered needle number one and didn't lower none of these, either one of these needles. I'm not even sure. So why don't we do this the correct way? Back to 100. All right. Thanks for the service, good brother. Looking forward to doing more business. Oh, no problem, James. No problem. No problem. I got you. This is James's job right here. Good to see you up on here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. I wish we could have a chance. All I need is a chance. I need to know you. I haven't seen the way that you grind, by the way that you dance. Something I'd like to show you. So, babe, if you're gonna ride, street feelings don't In this case, the thread did break. So we're gonna fix that back. We're gonna rewind it just a little bit. We're gonna send it back over again to finish up. And to think I need a queen who can lean on my shoulder and feel the need to hold you. This live is super boring, guys. I'm not interacting with y'all at all. I think this is the last time I'm gonna do something like this, like a work with me live, because I don't get to interact with you guys at all. So I'm gonna rewind this just a little bit. All right. I'm gonna flip the switch. I'm gonna start this back up. I don't like how it sounds, but it's embroidering. All right, what's next? Where we at now? Trying to understand what you are doing. Are you saying that you lower the needle when you do hats? No, I lower the presser foot. I lower the presser foot. I have a video called Three Things Ricoma Does Not Tell You. I have a video. You guys should check out that video because it helps out a lot. 3 things Ricoma does not tell you. And one of them is to lower the presser foot so the presser foot can hold the hat in place as the hat is embroidering. All right, now, I think I know exactly what happened with this one. Because this one right here is not locking in, it probably moved. So I gotta get it to lock in. Okay, it's locked in now. Oh, no, it's not locked in. I might have to use a different one. All right, I think my thing died. Sorry about that. I guess it was wild with no sound. Sorry about that, guys. Give me a second. I'm not sure.
sure if this is going to work or not, but I want to loosen this up so that I can get this thing to lock in. Got the wrong, I need a shorter wrench. Small one. Here it is. Shorter Phillips head. Don't know if this is gonna work, but it's worth a try. Gotta loosen this. Alright, now let me see if that works. That's something I'm gonna have to figure out who I need to talk to figure out. Does anybody have this issue? What are you saying? I'm saying that the this one right here on this head won't lock into place. I might need to change this bracket right here and use a bracket from another machine because this is not locking in and that's throwing my whole thing off. Let me try it one more time. The other one is locked in, but this one's not. So I am going to swap that whole thing out right there. Good thing I got another one. Don't know how many people are viewing. Don't know how many people are on, but let's solve this issue together. Here. And just to test it, make sure before I put it on. Yep. Yep. Alright. I'm good with this one. With embroidery, any little thing could be the culprit of all your issues. Because there's so many different variables. So many different variables, people. I refuse to let this defeat me. I refuse to let this defeat me. I got one of those hats, and I'm going to take this one right here, which is a different type of hat. We're going to hook this up. Here, scoop it up. These ones right here, the snapbacks that don't have the mesh in the back, so all right, moment of truth. Yep. Moment of truth. Everybody. Back. Origin. Okay.
lower the foot. See, you gotta be patient with your equipment. You have to understand what's going on. You have to not be afraid to make mistakes. You have to learn from your mistakes. And then everything will run smooth. Again, for those of you guys that want to know what I just did and was wondering why I just got these needle brakes, I got the needle brakes because the foot wasn't lowered enough so that it can hold the hat down so the needle can penetrate, go through, and come back up. Now, people that are inexperienced would say, oh, this is just junk, right? But when problems like this happens, that's what makes embroiderers like me able to jump on any machine and make it work versus embroiderers like them who need a specific machine because that machine caters to the people that don't necessarily have all the skills to get these machines to work. So that was a valuable lesson right there that you guys can learn from, right? So all I did was lower the foot. And then in my video that says 3 things Vekoma does not tell you, it shows in detail exactly what I did. So look up that video if you're having issues with your machine. 3 things Vekoma does not tell you, and it'll show you exactly in detail with close-ups exactly what I just did to solve this problem right here. Now, as far as the hat not clamping in, that's a whole nother issue. I gotta figure out how to fix that issue right there, but I don't have that down yet. But maybe I'll try to contact Vekoma and see if they can help me figure out why the one isn't clamping in. I know I'm inexperienced, that's why I haven't tried it yet. I'm totally out of focus. Jeez. Yeah, but you know, you have to just jump on there and start trying it in order to get the experience that you want and that you need. You just got to jump on there and start trying different things. You know what I mean? So let me try to and again, I didn't flip it down. So after this is done, we're gonna stop it. After this part right here is done, and watch what I do. Watch what I do to rectify the problem. Because I didn't flip it, I can see it's trying to jumble up in the middle. So I'll press stop, and then I'll grab my clips. This one specifically is trying to gather in the middle, and I'll pull down on this side right here. And I'll pull down on this side right here. It might be too late. Down on that side right there. And I'll clip it. Same for this one. Pull down on this. These cloth ones have a little bit more give than the ones with the mesh. They don't really have that much give. And this one's about to give me problems because the middle part right here is not laying down flat. I don't like that. And I don't want to move the hat. But, okay, so this was caused by the way I hooped it. So that's my fault. I can tell right here that the hoop is not going underneath here, and that's causing a little bunch. There's so many different variables, but what are you going to do? I'm going to run it.
faster than you. I want to dive back into something real fast. I want to go Pats, go Patriots. That's fine. I want to talk real fast about the guy. What is this? Drag the public into place. I want to talk real fast. Yeah, I want to talk real fast about the guy who said something about Chinese and junk, right? Focus. I can't do this without being focused. Okay, so the reason why that irks me and it irritates me a lot when people say stuff like that is because it's an ignorant statement to me. Because I'd rather somebody say, oh, that machine is junk, than say Chinese and then junk, right? Because it's divisive, and it's kind of has racist undertones, and I don't like racism of any kind. It's like it just grinds my gears real bad. Like, I don't like people who talk divisive. I don't even like when the election people come to my house and ask me who I'm voting for. I'm like, I'm voting for the best person that I think is good for the job. Don't ask me who I'm voting for, because that's my own private business, right? So, like, when somebody says something like that, it's divisive. It's like it causes division, it causes controversy, and it's just not right, because you can't say that the machine is bad because it's from China. Just by somebody saying that, it lets me know how ignorant they are, because you know how many pieces, you know how many things that we have in our households that we use on a daily basis that come from China, or that buys parts from China, or that has internals from China? Half the cell phones, the parts come from China, and it's so divisive, and it's so, like, has racist undertones to it, and I hate that. I hate anybody who tries to, okay, are you black or are you white? Okay, are you Democrat or Republican? Okay, are you Racoma or are you like, just chill with all that divisive stuff. That's the problem. That's the problem with the nation. That's the problem with the world, because too many people are so. Are you on this side or are you on that side? Like, why can't we just talk? You tell me what you like. I'll tell you if I like it or not, and why. We have our differences, and we move on, and we can agree to disagree, and everybody can still be cool, you know what I mean? But people are so divisive, and so they want to separate and put a group of people on this side and another group of people on this side, and they want to have us looking and fighting with each other. And in the meantime, we're so concentrated on what we don't like and why we don't like it, that we lose sight of our goals and the reality and what we really want to accomplish, right? And the goal and what we want to accomplish is we want our businesses to be successful. But when you have all the noise in the background that is irrelevant to what we're trying to do, it takes away from you focusing on trying to achieve your goal. And the goal is trying to have a profitable business. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you're on. It doesn't matter what you're using. What matters is you, right? So you got people in the comments. By the way, no profile picture is always the one with no profile picture talking smack, right? Probably works for another company. 100% I can guarantee you that. And look, they're not even commenting anymore. Like, where are you at? what's this guy's name? Lamont, I think it was. They're not even commenting. You know what my fear is? One of my fears, it's not supposed to sound like that. One of my fears is a needle breaking and flying in my eye. That's a big fear I have. I should slow it down, but I'm just gonna let it run. Thanks, might be one of my problems. Yes, don't focus. No one should be asking what party you're voting for. That's an insult to intelligence. Yeah. And that's what I tell them. I tell them, you know, I'm gonna vote for the person that I think is the best candidate. That's what I say when they come out there and ask me. But guys, we're gonna end this live because I need to get on my computer. I totally forgot I had to do a different design. I'm gonna get on my computer and wait a second. Can't figure out what the deal is here. This is out of bobbin thread. This is either out of bobbin thread or the bobbin. What? The bobbin came out. I can tell because the stitches kind of stopped at a certain point, so I could tell that it was out of bobbin thread. Or the bobbin it came out. So, let's adjust that. And just for my own personal sanity, I'm going to check this one as well. For my own personal sanity. This one's getting low, but it's still good to go. And I'll finish this one up. And they're coming out looking great. You know what I mean? Coming out looking good. So. Nothing but the devil. Nothing but the devil. Nothing but the devil, guys. So typically what I would do is I would walk away and take 5 minutes. This thread wasn't catching. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. Alright guys, like I said, I gotta put in a, I have two heads of embroidery, and that's plenty to keep up with when doing hats with 5,000 stitches or so. Yes, it definitely is. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. So as you guys can see, problems will happen to the best of us, regardless of what your setup is. You know what I mean? Been there, done that. Okay, these are done. You know, came out great despite the issues, you know. That one, that's my new marquee machine, and I don't think I lowered that foot either. Only one I lowered the feet on is on my original first MT1501 and my old two head. So those already have the feet lowered on them, and I made the video lowering the feet. So yeah, I gotta do that for all the other ones. Alright, so the other hats that I have is 4 left, and they get a different design on them. So, and I don't have that design loaded up on my machine yet, so yeah. Alright guys, so I'm about to end this live, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. I'm glad I showed you guys some issues and how to rectify those issues, and talk to you guys on the next one. Stay tuned, because the guy that this job is for right here came to the studio the other day, and we talked a little bit, and I have a video of us talking about some stuff, so stay tuned to check that out. I'm going to upload that a little bit later on today. Alright, so talk to you guys later. Peace. And this one is done. Hold on, let me show you. So all these came out great.